The Haber process. So plants provide humans with a crucial source of food and can remove carbon dioxide from the atmosphere using photosynthesis. In order to grow, plants need to make protein, and this requires nitrogen. So plants can't absorb nitrogen gas from the atmosphere. Because there's lots in the atmosphere, it would be great if they could, but they actually can't. So plants need to absorb nitrates from the soil, which nitrate is basically just a compound that contains nitrogen. And harvesting crops actually removes nitrogen from the soil, so nitrates re-enter the soil when plants die normally. When harvesting crops, that takes the nitrogen out of the system, therefore farmers should manually add nitrogen back into the soil. So remember, ecosystem services of plants. Firstly, they remove carbon dioxide from the atmosphere. And secondly, they're a food source. In order to grow, plants need to make proteins, and this requires nitrogen. So the Haber process, that by reacting nitrogen with hydrogen, the Haber process yields ammonia. This can be used to make nitrogen-based fertilizers, which farmers can then add to the soil. And the steps are, first of all, they collect and purify nitrogen and hydrogen gases. Then they pass it over an ion catalyst. So nitrogen and hydrogen are passed over the ion catalyst at a high temperature, which is about 450 degrees centigrade, and a high pressure as well at 200 atmospheres. And that produces ammonia gas. Now the reaction is reversible, so some ammonia breaks back down to give nitrogen and hydrogen in the reaction. As ammonia gas cools in a condenser, the ammonia liquefies and therefore it's removed as a liquid. And the unused hydrogen or nitrogen from the reaction can actually be recycled back into the process and used to create ammonia again. So it can be recycled and reused. So what temperature is used in the Haber process? Remember, that's 450 degrees centigrade. What are the conditions used in the Haber process? Well, remember, it's an ion catalyst, it's 450 degrees, and it's 200 atmospheres. Where do plants get nitrogen from? So they don't get it from the atmosphere, do you remember? Even though there's a lot of nitrogen in the atmosphere, but they actually get it from nitrates in the soil. What are the steps involved in the Haber process? So first of all, nitrogen and hydrogen are collected and purified. Nitrogen and hydrogen is then passed over an ion catalyst at high temperature and pressure, resulting in the production of ammonia gas. And then when that ammonia gas is cooled in a condenser, the ammonia gas liquefies and is removed. And then any unused hydrogen and nitrogen can be recycled back into the process. Which of the following is not an ecosystem service provided by plants? So supplying us with food is something that they do. Removing carbon dioxide from the atmosphere is something they do. Removing nitrogen from the atmosphere is not something they do.